Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
I mean, it says on the inserts of the N95s that it doesn't protect you against any disease whatsoever.
Have them attending school together every single day in the same neighborhoods where they're going to trick or treat, and to take that from the kids is wrong.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. And folks, if you can, please go to journalistdefensefund.com. If you're able to, make a donation. Sometimes we have lawyers to pay, sometimes it's bodyguards, but it's worth it when it comes to bringing you the other side of the story. Well, happy Halloween, or is it? I mean, trick-or-treating is essentially canceled in so many of the province's hotspots, at least if people are listening to the public health authorities. So forget about the Grinch that stole Christmas, it's the Grinch that stole All Hallows Eve. And speaking of public health authorities, did you catch that report from Dr. Theresa Tam last Wednesday? What a whopper. Get a load of this. Tam, of course, is Canada's chief public health officer, and she released an 86-page report about how we're dealing with the pandemic. It was subtitled, "From Risk to Resilience, an Equity Approach to COVID-19. Now, if you can believe it, dealing with the Wuhan virus from a medical perspective, that's essentially the sidebar story for Dr. Tam. What she was most concerned with, of course, is ableism, ageism, intersectionality, and of course, racism. And I mean, really, the report is hardly a medical document. It really is more progressive crapola from the usual suspects. I mean, you'd think the report would be, concerned about getting the economy opened up, getting Canadians back to work, getting businesses to be viable again. But like I said, ableism, ageism, racism, and intersectionality. Well, I'm at the intersection of Yonge-Dundas, home to Yonge-Dundas Square. And again, the members of Yahoo Nation are staging their usual demonstration. Let's see what they feel about the cancellation of Halloween and this 86-page report from Canada's chief public quack that basically says squat. The health authorities, they don't want us to celebrate Halloween today. What do you think about that?
I think they're out of their minds. I mean, I think we all know that. I mean, it says on the inserts of the N95s that it doesn't protect you against any disease whatsoever.
I don't think the government has any place telling us when or where we can have our holidays.
Sir, what do you think of the fact that our health authorities, they don't want us to go trick-or-treating tonight in the so-called hot spots in the province? What do you make of Halloween being canceled?
The government tells you to do something, you just want to do it so much more. So that's the truth, right? So I took up partying ever since they banned partying, and I'll probably go trick-or-treating for the first time in 15 years.
Have them attending school together every single day in the same neighborhoods where they're going to trick or treat, and to take that from the kids is wrong. They spend all day long with these kids anyways. To not allow them come out today is wrong.
It's really up to everybody, their own individual choice, to take fun away from children or, family celebrations. It's just completely mind-blowing, in my opinion. It's like if kids want to gather with their families for Christmas, Halloween, Easter, whatever it be, it's really up to them.
This is the one holiday where you're supposed to wear masks, and that's what they want us to do, so I'm very confused.
Well, the whole mask thing is very confusing to a lot of people because they're believing the wrong people. The wrong people are telling them information that is either exaggerated or slanted in the wrong direction so that they can push their agendas.
But what do you make of the fact Dr. Theresa Tam unveiled a big report last week, and the main focus wasn't things like the virus itself, getting back to work, opening businesses, but ageism, ableism, racism, intersectionality. What does that have to do with the pandemic?
It's divide and conquer technique. They've been using it for years. They want Christians against Muslims. They want, gay against straight people. They just, anything to keep us divided.
It has nothing to do with it. Apparently the virus doesn't get to pick who it infects or where and when.
The LCBO is still open, correct?
Yes.
I think she's drunk.
Dr. Tam, a couple of months back, she was telling us how to have sex, too. She tends to want to go outside her area of expertise a lot.
Hey folks, if you like us bringing you the other side of the story, please go to journalistdefensefund.com, make a donation so that we can pay our bodyguards and our lawyers to continue bringing the journalism you've grown accustomed to.